Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajjayanam, Namo Loe Savasamunam, Eso Panchanamukaro, Sauva Pava Parasano, Mangalanam Cha Sauvesim, Padamam Havai Mangalam. Jai Jayendra, everybody. We are ready for Samvatsari Pratikraman tomorrow. So today we are covering Samvatsari Pratikraman. We covered yesterday Devsi Pratikraman, and you remember up to Vanditu Sutra, Adar Papasthanak and Vanditu. That procedure remains the same in Samvatsari Pratikraman. So so we covered like Guru Dev Vandan, Guru Vandan, and when we come to Pratikraman, we do say Vanditu to cover Samvatsari day. But then for all 360 days, we have a more sutra, like a Vanditu Sutra. We have Samvatsari Alochana Sutra, Samvatsari Atichar, Samvatsari Tap. Then we say Michhami Dukram to Sakal Sang. Then one more time we recite Vanditu Sutra. And then we have a Kausaga for 40 Lokasa. And then yesterday we recited Lagu Shanti. Instead of Lagu Shanti, we're gonna, in a Samvatsari, we say Moti Shanti. Moti Shanti. And then one Stavan, we will recite Ajit Shanti nu Stavan. So those are more main difference between Devsi Pratikraman and Samvatsari Pratikraman. So we adding everything in a Pratikraman section. Pratikraman sections. So we, by this time, hopefully we remember this, because every time we do Pratikraman, we should at least remember this. Padisiddhanam karne, Ichanam karne, Padikamanam, Asadhane Ataha, Vivariya Parunaya. So those are the meanings we went through yesterday. Anything against commandments of Tirthankar Lord, pious activity I was supposed to do, but I have not. Not having a faith and speaking against words of Tirthankar Lord, you know. And then we talked about this. Pratikraman brings us from cause of inflow to stopping the inflow and then shredding of old karmas. So, say same Vidhi as 1 to 40 as Devsi Pratikraman as of yesterday. Then we say Devsiya Aloyeni Padikanta Ichha Karena Sandisa Bhagwan Samvatsari Mopati Padilev. Now if it is a Pakhi, then we say it's a Samvatsari, we say Pakhi. If it was a Chomasi, then we say Chomasi. So every time there is a word Samvatsari, it goes either Pakhi or Chomasi. And difference would be the number of Kausaka instead of 40. So what are we saying? He said, I have introspected and performed the Pratikraman for the sins committed during the day, which we did that Vanditu Sutra. And then if you wish, may I now perform Mupati Parilehan? So we do Mupati Parilehan. We remember that we're not hurting any subtle living beings. And we remember 50 bowls, which we discarding all the Mithyatva, accepting all the Samyak Darshan in a short. And then we go recite a Buddhyo Sutra, asking forgiveness from the spiritual master. See, every Kriya we do, we have to do this Kriya to utmost respect our Sadguru. You know, so every time we do this, we do. Then say, Ichha Karana Sandisa Bhagwan, Sambuddha Khamanena, Abhutyomi Abhintara Samvatsharyam Khameu, Ichham Khamemi Samvatsharyam. O forgiving Guru, may I ask forgiveness from all the learned Guru Bhagwan, Subandha, that's what it means, for my misconduct during 360 days. So Chomasi, you say 120 or 15. And then Guru say, Khameha, means as you wish. and similarly we recite a Bhityo Sutra. Next one is to Bar Masanam. Bar Masanam is 12 times 30 days, so that is another 360 days we're talking about. So this is Forgiveness Sutra we did, a Bhutyo, we asked for forgiveness from spiritual master, forbidden things we may have done, duties that we have not performed. This is only one time we'll do this, and then we'll repeat this Bhutyo a few times. So, violation against 12 vows, offense against right faith, knowledge and conduct, evil as a result of possession, motivated by kashaya, passions, hate, partially for false creed, dissemination of false dogmas, wrong done in course of daily business. So this is the one. We won't go through. I think yesterday we went through this sutra, but that was the highlight of this sutra. Then we come Icha Karena Sandisa Bhagavan, Samvatsari Alo, Icham Alo Emi Jome, Samvatsaryo, Ayyar. Remember Ayyaro? Those are all Aticha, the misdoing. And then we go and finish that sutra. It starts with Ayyaro, then we recite again Ichhamitami Sutra. So what we have done wrong is those Padisiddhanam Karne, Kicchanam Karne, Asadharane. So this is we're talking about, may I convey the fault committed by me during the past. So we're preparing to see what we have done to the Gurudev. May I convey in detail the sins committed in a past year? So we're just asking Guru that I want to convey you all the things I have done wrong. Then we recite Samvatsari Aticha. Now Samvatsari Aticha has all the wrongdoing, and it's a huge sutra. And Samvatsari, 1, 3, 7, 8. The Samvatsari Aticha, normally sadhu recites, So first 4 section is Samvatsari Aticha, which is for sadhuji. And that has to do with Jnanachar, Darshanachar and Charitrachar. These Atichas are common for sadhu and Shravak. But then sadhuji will recite Atichar applicable to the life of sadhu and Shravak, and that's only sadhu would recite. The Shravak will recite remaining 17 Atichar. This is where normally we don't have a sadhu here, so we say Vanditu Sutra. Normally we wind up about 3 times saying the Vanditu Sutra. So those other ones are 12 vows, 5 vows of Samyatva, 5 vows of Sanlekhana, 12 vows of Tapachar, and 3 vows of Viryachar. It's a huge, it takes 15-20 minutes to say all these Atichar. And those are all wrongdoing. It's all in Gujarati, so there's no translation required. But we won't go into detail, Then Samvatsarim, Duchintya, Dupasya, Duchitya, Ichchakarana Sandisa Bhagavan, Icham Tasamichami Dukram. O forgiving Gurudev, kindly guide me as how to irrigate the karma accumulated due to my evil thoughts, words and action of the past year. So now we say all the Atichar, we know what we could have been wrong. So we go to the Guru and say, what shall I do? So the next slide, after this is a little story, but then Guru say, do Attam, do Tap, Kasna, do Swadhyay. But we have to think that Mahavir Swami did 175 days of Upvas. How can we elevate ourselves to do more Tap? So Tap is the best way to destroy our karma. So reason of importance to go to the Guru for your committed karma is the story of Megh Kumar. Now Megh Kumar took a diksha under the Mahavir Swami, and he was a very junior sadhu. And the hall was full of sadhuji, and his His bed was at the end. And every night when the Sadhuji goes to bathroom or other stuff, he couldn't sleep. So he said, that he was a son of a king. And he lived pretty happy, like a Maharaja. So he said, comes to Maharaja and comes to Mahavir Swami, he said, I'm giving up. I can't handle this uncomfort at night. All night I have been awake. So Mahavir Swami said, do you know what you were in a last life? He said, you were born as an elephant. And when you were an elephant, you were so kind to all the animals. There used to be lots of fire. So you cleaned up a big area in the middle of the fire. So all the animals can take a shelter in that area. He said, there was a fire and then you lift your leg and one little rabbit came under your leg. And he said, you stood 2.5 days so you won't hurt that rabbit. And just think how painful that was. And afterwards, you fell down and you died and you born as a king's son. So he said, just listen, you have suffered a lot more pain than this. So this is the way Guru can advise you and guide you to the right path. And then he didn't give up the Diksha. He didn't give up the Diksha. So remind us for a past birth, and it gives you motivation to stay in the right path, remain in the right path. So this is a story. Now this is another one story in Varhe Sajjai. It's called Mehe Kumaro. That's a Sajjai has all the eulogy to all the great Shravak Shravika, which are our mentors. So this is all. So then Ichchari Bhagavan Pasai Kari Samvatsari Tap. So say Samvatsari Leke, you do Attham, Tran Upwas, 6 Ayambil, 9 Nidhi, 12 Ekasana, 12 Ekasana. So you can, Guruji is saying that by doing the tap, you can destroy your karma. But in a Pakhi is 1 Upwas, 2 Ayambil, 3 Nivi, 4 Ekasana, and little more in Chaumasi, 2, 4, 3, 8. And then, of course, in a Samvatsari is double than a Chaumasi. But then, when we ask for penance announced by Guru is performed, the Guru we say Pattiyo, means if you have taken any one of those, then you say Pattiyo, that I have taken either Bhare Kasna or something. Otherwise, you stay moan. You don't say anything, And then you say Tahati, means I will follow your advice. Every time there is some kind of permission, we always say Tahati, means I will follow your advice. So now we do another Suguru Vandana. So we do Maupatti, Pali. No, it's just a Suguru Vandana. So 50 bowls of discarding all the Mithyatva and accepting all the Samkit Darshan. Ichcha Karane Saddev Bhagavan Patteya Khamanenam Abhutyomi Abhintara Savvicharyam Khameo. Means, if you wish, may I ask for forgiveness from each and every Guru Bhagavan. Then Guru say, go ahead and do Kamat Khamana. And then aspirant you wish is my wish. So Bar Masanam, which is another 360 days. And then we say Sakal Sangane Michhami Dukram. We are saying that anything I have done wrong. And Pran, the soul of this Pratikraman is Michhami Dukram. So how shall we see Pratikraman Michhami Dukram? Atma Shuddhina Pavan Mahaparva Paryushan. Gnat, Agnat, Avinay, Rag, Dvesh, Manomalinya, Mate Michhami Dukram. What does that mean? Gnat means Janayu, Agnat means Ajanayu, Rag, Dvesh, all of is full of Kashaya. Manomalinya means anything malicious I may have done, And then Mahaprashchatak Purva. It's Maha is, we compare to the ocean. How big is the ocean? Similar way our Paschatap should be huge, And then, say prasannata purva, means you willingly wants to do. Gambhirdati, total sincerity. Unda bhavti, it should come from bottom of your heart. Udartati, with generosity. And of course, Vaira Virodhi Kshama means away from any kashaya. So this is the main one should feel when we do Satal Sangne Amichami Dukaram. So there is another story. This is a Kurgadu Muni. Kur means cooked rice, and Gadu means kind of a vessel. So this Sadhuji was a junior sadhu, and he always liked to have a rice every day. But all of the senior sadhus, they would do a lot of penance, means they will do 1 month fast, 2 months fast, 3, 4 sadhu, each one successfully can do that. So everybody was always doing some fasting. But Kurguru, he has to have a rice. So on a Paryushan day, he gets the gochari, gets the rice. And to be kind to other sadhuji, he offers that. So that makes other sadhu pretty mad. He said, today is a Paryushan day, and what are you doing? Offering us food? You should be doing the tapasya, and you should be the fasting. So they got upset. So when he was showing his utensil, patra, with the rice, they got mad and they spit on the food, showing their anger. So little young Muni was very sad. He said, what I have done, I have created all this anger in my Guru. And he started repenting. He regret and repent himself so much, he achieved Kevalnana. Because he knew that I have done something wrong. So this is called Urgadu Muni, power of repenting. And we want to repent, during Pratikraman. Right. So even, you don't achieve this goal of 4 months of fasting. Without fasting, one can achieve this goal. What a good story.
Clean heart.
So this is another one. This is the same story in a Barhesar in Gujarat. So he said, Adbhut Kshama, Swaninda Karta Keval Jnana Prapta Kare. Kshama Guna Adbhut. Power of asking for forgiveness is extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. So it's a couple of good stories. Then again we do Vandana, because we want Adesh. Devsiya aloyam padikanta ichcha karana sandisa Bhagwan Samvatsaryam Pratikamami Ichcham Sammam Pratikamami. Say, O forgiving Gurudev, Kshama, if you wish, may I now perform Pratikraman for the same committed in a fast 360 days. So now we are getting ready to recite Samvatsari Sutra. Samvatsari Sutra. So we do again, remember Karani Bhante to remind us that we are in equanimity. Tassautari, then Ichchamitami Ichchamitami Sutra, confession for all the sin committed during the last 36 days. Instead of 1 day, we change Devsiyam to Samvatsaryam. Then we do Khamama again. Say, I am away from all ill activities, pap activities, I have come to you. Ichcha Karana, Sandisa Bhagwan, Samvatsari Sutra Kahu. Can I start with the Samvatsari Sutra? And then Sadhuji recites Samvatsari Sutra. And then in absent, we recite again Vanditu Sutra. So what is this Samvatsari Sutra? So Vidhi 16. So in absence of Guru, we recite Vanditu Sutra. I guess I don't have information on Samvatsari Sutra. I thought I did. Yes, it has 350 stanza. Vanditu has only 50. So when Guru is there, they recite this 350 stanza. It has to purify 5 Mahavrat, purify our faith in religion, Charitrachar, how to intensify your purification of your Charitrachar. And if we are not present, then I do Vanditu Sutra. Then again, 12 vows, yes.
Do they in India do that?
Yes, yes. Every Pratikramana I did in India, there was always a Acharya Maharaj there.
They do
Yes, yes, yeah, yes, they do. You know. And then all the Adesh, they say, you know, we say Tahati and say go Padikameha, you know, go Padilehanam Mupati. There is always an Adesh. You know, it's quite a good spiritual vibration when Acharya Maharaj is there, because they do Vandana, the junior sadhu will do Vandana to Acharya Maharaj, you know, and then we do Vandana to sadhu, and again we do some Vandana to Acharya Maharaj.
So it must be becoming...
It's really, we established that seat of Acharya Maharaj the way we described, you know, yesterday, that you remember the story of Eklavya and a bow and an arrow, similar like this, you know. So we won't go in the Vanditu Sutra, we went in detail. Then again we recite Naukar mantra, so all of our Kriya would be no Adi Vyadi Upadhi, it would be very smooth and no any bad events. And then again we recite Vanditu Sutra. Now you would ask why we recite, you know, that many Vanditu Sutra. It's just more cleansing, something you may have forgotten. They want you to repeat again and again, so you don't want to make any mistakes, you know. You don't make any mistake. So now we are going to get a blessing from Suadevya Bhagavai, Naravarniya Kammasangayam, Tesim Kaveu Sayam, Jesim Suasaire Bhakti. So we do deepest solution to Naukar mantra, but those are Suadevya, which we will take one sutra for that. And then again, one more time, Samvatsari Vanditu Sutra. So now we're doing Kausaga for now we come up with the 40 Logas Kausaga. So we do Karemi Bante, Ichchami Tami Kausagam, again Tassa Uttari, Annatha, we're getting ready to give up our body. And this is the 40 Logas Kausaga with 1,000 breath cycle. And then one last one for Namo Orientam. So this is the main Kausaga where we thinking of Bahubali standing for a whole 1 year and destroying all of his karma. Or Mahavir Swami standing and had 175 days of Kausaga, fast. And then afterwards, you know, he achieved Kevalya. So this is the main Kausaga. Now how do you count 40 Logas? One should imagine like 9 Pad and the 10th one in the middle. So 10 times 4, you know, then this way you count 40. So 10, 10, 10. How do I get 40 Logas? Oh, it's 9. No joke, Chatris, yeah. 9 times 4 is 36 and 4.
Yeah.
Or you can do by imagining Naukar mantra like this, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can keep a little card and you that. If you can memorize, it's good, you know. But this is one way to count 40 Logas Sutra, 40 Logas Kausaga.
So what is this one? Because it's like more than...
It's like, you know, if you can imagine, you know, you can like keep your eye on the numbers, like 13, 14, and then move your, you know, eye or remember which number you are on. But you can visualize what we're doing is Ariyat Lord. You know, this was given as how one can.
That might be for Nauka.
Oh, those are, yeah, sorry, those are 160 naukas, sorry, thank you, Vipin Bhai, yeah, thank you. So, there's another more story about Kausagga, how one can achieve a goal. Now this is Sudarshan Sheth, he was a very handsome gentleman. And, but one lady, Rajrani Abhaya, had some, warm feelings about Sudarshan Sheth. And Sudarshan Sheth wanted to respond to her, so she got mad. One time when he was doing Kausagga, she kidnapped him. And since he wouldn't move from his Kausagga and remain meditated, he scratched herself and accused him of doing wrong things. His wife knew that my husband would never do that. But by that time, king said, we're gonna, see that picture, they're gonna hang him. So she takes, his wife is saying that I know my husband is honest. She started fasting and said, some Devi should come here and protect me and protect my husband. So guardian angel came, and that becomes Sihasan. Instead of hanging section, becomes Sihasan. So this is again story. See, he didn't break his Kausagga. He didn't break his Kausagga. And then he went to the moksha. Then he went to moksha. So just think how for 30, 40 minutes we should do our best to stay as calm and motionless and, point your eyes. I don't know. It's hard for me to see, believe me.
Can I ask a question here?
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of wondering that if you want to do the 40 lowest Kausags in Kausag, can you stand up and do it?
Yeah, you're supposed to be standing up. Or
Everybody
sit down.
stands?
No.
Oh.
The one you should do is stand up. But if you can't,
Yeah.
you have to do sit down, But at least main thing is be motionless. Don't move your body. No, unless you have a natural, yawning or something. But try to avoid. But, start with the 4 logas and see how well you do. Just build up a little more. But it's one of the most important things, only way to get rid of your bad karma. And again, purifying all your 5 panchachar. The minute you start purifying your perception, you're getting samyak darshan as soon as you can. So goal is to improve our samyak darshan by purifying our samyak darshan, darshanacha. So a lot of good stories, Now we do samapta kamanena, means again we do Guru Vandan. And then samapta kamanenam bhutyom yabhintaya samvatsara kameo icham kamemi samvatsarya. So we are asking that I am finishing my Samvatsari section. Samapta means whatever we were asking for forgiveness, we are ending. And then we do Samvatsari Kamana. Ichchakarana Sadar, Samvatsari Kamana Kamu. Now, may I further ask forgiveness for any misbehavior in the past 360 days. One more time asking. And then we do, this is more like a Dev Vandan. No, I'm sorry, Guru Vandan. We do, homage to Dev and spiritual master, the first one. The second one is to Acharya, Upadhyay, and a sadhu. And it's the homage to Dev. Here I go up. Study, yeah. So these are all homage to Dev, spiritual master, and homage, why did I copy? Oh no, that's Khamama Sutra. And then Mantami, okay. So we're doing just Guru Vandan. Then Ichchamo Anusati Samvatsaryam Sammatta Devsiyam Bhanijyahim. Ichchamo Anusati means as per your instruction, I have done Samvatsari Pratikraman. This is where we are ending. And now we start Devsi Pratikraman. So this is the extension of Devsi Pratikraman. But this takes pretty long time because Samvatsari Sutra, then in Sadhu there is 350 stanza. So 3 times reciting Vanditu Sutra. So it takes a very long time.
So Sadhu must be going really quick, that many stanzas.
Right, they do.
Sadhu do not have to be Acharya, right? Any sadhu can do it, right?
Right. Then Acharya gives, depending, he gives Adesh to one of his sadhu, who he knows that pronunciation is good and, clear pronunciation according to their rank. So now we pretty much done Samvatsari. We did everything else. It's the same like what we did yesterday. Except we are singing Ajit Shanti, and then instead of Lagu Shanti, we sing Moti Shanti. Now those are all, Shanti is for just to have a peaceful finishing of, completing of our Pratikraman, So we will go, then again we see the Kausaka, we did same thing, remember? Ayari Ojay asking forgiveness from Acharya Upadhyaya Sadhu, then Karemi Bhante, and confession for all sin committed during the last 30 days, then again Annatta Sutra, and then Kausaga of 10 logas up to Chande Sunimalaya. So now you can consider that we are improving Panchachar, anything, Dhanachar, all Panchachar. When we do some tap like a Thai or 3 upwas, that's improving Tapachar. All 3s, these are Jnanachar, Darshanachar and Charitrachar. And when you do all 4, you get a Viryachar automatically, because that gives you a strength to do all the activities, Piyus activities, which is described by Arihant Lord. So now let me see where I get. So this is, remember Pukkarvardi Varde, where all the Pratimajis of Jambudvip, Bharat, Vidhi, etc., Adi Dvip, remember? And then we do another Ananta, and then every time we do Kausaka, we go through Ananta, and then do Logasa Sutra, and then again praise Arihant Lord of 3rd and 4th Ara. Then again Siddhanam Buddhanam. So a lot of repeats. But then Bhuvadeviya Karami Kausagam. So we are doing Kausaga for Bhuvan Devata, means the guardian angel for the area. Kitta Deviya Karami Kausagam. So these are some of the prayers for mansion dwelling, which is Bhavan Devata. He said, I stand in body abidement, posture to worship the dwelling goddess. Bhavan Devi is always benefactor to monks with right knowledge and those who practice restraint and give religious discourses. Even Sadhu lives in a upashray. So Sadhu, we need their blessing where Sadhu are living. There's another one, to pay respect to, again, Namorat Siddhacharya Padhyaya. So we're respecting 5 supreme beings. And then again, guardian deity of space, Kshetra Devata. There's another Sutra Devata, guardian, another. When religious ceremonies are performed by monks under protection of guardian deity of space, will allow leaders for happiness. Then we're taking a pachkan. Samaik Chovi Santo Vandik Padikamano Kausak Karyo Cheji. So we're taking pachkan. So we did all of this. Now Stavan comes Ajit Shanti. So we'll see what is the Ajit Shanti 46. Ajit Shanti is long, Ajit Shanti, sorry. Where am I here?
Would that be 49?
Okay, these are some of the stanza of Ajit Santi. I bow down to two Tirthankar. One is Ajitnath, who removes all fears. The second is Shantinath. So all the prayers are Ajitnath and Shantinath. Shantinath, who destroys all the sins and dispels all the discomforts, both are gurus of the world, Jagannath, and grant me peace. Grant me peace. So there are 40 stanza in Ajit Shanti, So this is, and some of the I picked up, like number 6. Oh man, if you are looking for the removal of misery and want to obtain happiness, then you should take a refuge to Ajitnath and Shantinath. So a lot of Adi Vyadi and Upadhi can be removed by Ajit Shanti. The second one, whoever recites the Ajit Stava during the morning and the evening does not suffer from any illness, and even a previous illness will disappear. Once you have a faith and then you recite, you will see the results. But this is why Ajit Santi, And then another Vanakanaka Sutra, hymns of praise of 170 pathfinders, which we did yesterday. So now we move to, then we do one more times Guru Vandan, Acharya, Upadhyaya and Sadhu. Then Vishuddhi Kausagga, if you made any mistake, may I perform the Karya Sagga for purification of misdeeds during the day. And we do another Kausagga for Vishuddhi. And then we do Sajjai, which is remembering all the, here we remembering Parshvanath Bhagwan, Vasagram Stava, and we ask for Tadeva Dijya Bohim Bhave Bhave Pasa Jina Chanda. This is all Sajjai Karu. Then Kausagga for elimination sorrow, we talked about that since we haven't achieved moksha, we feel sorry for ourselves, so we want to achieve feeling sorry so we can achieve moksha. Then we see Moti Shanti. Now let's see what is Moti Shanti. 63. Moti Shanti, the name suggests stotra of wider peace, even bigger than a Choti Shanti. Say, O noble one, listen to this which is appropriate for this day. May those lay people, means Savaka, who are engaged in the worship of the Guru of the three worlds, get good health, wealth, contentment, wisdom, and may their attachment and aversion be destroyed. May all their kashaya be destroyed, and receive peace due to power of Aryan Lord. We can't go through all there's quite a few stanza in that. I missed, I should have written how many stanza is that. But we start with Bo Bhavya Shrunata Vachanam Prastutam Sarvametat Yatranam Tribhuvana Guru. It's a Guru of three Rajlok, upper, middle and lower one. Bhakti Bhajam. Tesham Shantir Bhavatu Bhavata Marhada Deepravava Darogya Shri Dhutimati Kari Klesha Vidvam Sahit. It's very peaceful. When you hear all this stanza, it really takes you to like great meditation. Then we say Santikaram Sutra, and then that's the end of Samvatsari Pratikraman. So it's pretty much extension of the UC, but all the long sutras, Vanditu Sutra is like, here we recite since Sridesacharya 3 times, and we do Khamama. So power of the vows, we taken a vows and we want to make sure that we don't do all the wrongdoings, in the next 360 days. So there's a story Minister Sumitra vowed to complete the Vidhi of Pratikraman which saved his life. He was truly devoted to do Pratikraman every day, and then Chomasi, Pakhi, and Samvatsari, And he was a minister, but he was busy. And king always needed his help, and he would always ask him, he said, why are you doing all this, kriya? I need your help. Well, one evening, there was some emergency, and he was doing Chomasi or Pakhi Pratikraman. And he said, sorry, I cannot come until next day. So king gets mad. He said, give me your seal of your ministry. So he gives up the seal. And then gentleman who got the seal, he thought, boy, now I'm the minister. So he started singing a song. I'm the minister, I'm the minister. Well, meantime, next door king had some bad feelings. And he sent his folks to hurt this guy, So he thought that they hurt the minister. The king's hurt means they killed him. So minister finds out that something happened, and he thought that Sumitra may have a hand in it. But then he sent his armies and finds out that the life of Sumitra was saved because he was doing Pratikraman. And then he changed his life. Every day he said, certain time we will do Pratikraman. It's a story of Minister Sumitra. There's another story which this sergeant minister, all of a sudden he become a he has to lead the war.
General.
Yeah, war general. And he had that same vows taken to do Pratikraman. He was sitting on an elephant and he did Pratikraman when the war was going on. See that devotion of taking the vows. So again, my Michhami Dukram to all of you and Sakal San. Hopefully, and we must do Michhami Dukram with this reflection in our heart. And Shuddha Vow say, there is a book, I followed this Samveg Yash Vijayji book, and then the books which we have seen, which you got in another one. And these are some of the books. Bhav Pratikraman, Taru Kholo, Bhav Kariye Pratikraman. Unfortunately, I couldn't go in a full detail on Lara's things but at least we got intensity of same, we have to have that intensity of, same intensity for Prasyata, and and then why we are doing Vanditu again, like going the car through a super clean wash, we want to wash away all clean. But like I say, like you throw an atom bomb and everything gets destroyed in his way, same way we're doing perfect Samvatsari Pratikraman. You don't destroy this life karma, but the previous life karma and your hundreds of thousands of life cycle can be diminished. This is the power of Pratikraman. This is another book I use. So, anyway, Michhami Dukram, and thank you very much for hanging with me, especially Tejas Bhai. And this time, Vipin Bhai took a time to, give me more motivation or whatever you call. But one day I wish we can do a shibir where there is no time limit. You can just sit back and relax and go through each sutra, because one time you do this, then you remember. And hopefully, Vipin Bhai, I talked to Jitu Bhai, and we want to come up with a small book, Sarar Samaj of Pratikraman. Not only detail, but just summary like we described. And then all Adesh would be in Hindi and Gujarati. So you know what those Adesh are. And all the sutras, you can always get a book like this, and you know what the meaning of sutra. And then we will write what aim for that sutra is like Ugasagaram, we know Tadev Dichamohim. You know, we know Logasa Siddha Siddhi Mamadi Santu. So those we know, at least we remember what our goal is for reciting that sutra. So my goal is that from this, I will create a little book like that, and Jitu Bhai, as of today, told me that he would review it, and he is our expert. So hopefully, next year, we will distribute those books during Pratikraman.
Okay, that'll be good.
You know, and we'll keep a e-copy,
Right.
so everybody can have it. Right? That's my goal. That's my wish.
So much of effort.
No, I mean, it's, I get to learn, and we all make it as simple as possible, because if you open the book, you know, and you get lost, you know, what Adesh did you ask? What does it mean? You know, we just follow certain sutra. At least now we know what those Adesh are and what it is. And we'll make it a little more clear, you know, a couple of things I didn't make it as clear as it should be. But it should be in English, and all Adesh would be in Hindi and Gujarati, so all people can learn.
Very good. Thank you very much for all
Arre, welcome for
I
your...
wish there were more people and would get the benefit of it.
So, but then some are things to
That's all right.
YouTube and like we'll spread.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
No, I agree. So, I guess I have to tell Dinesh Bhai to turn it off.
Is he here or?
I thought you meant inside.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, bhai. આપણે કાલે મળીને Samvatsari
Chalo Vichhavi Dukaram.
Vichhavi
And thank you for all of you for coming.
Oh, let me, I went to turn it off. I had to burn a copy to you.
I brought one extra bijet.
Yeah. Raju Bhai went to, from Raju Bhai you can give me.
Yeah, that I can give.
What time?
बंद कर दे रिकॉर्डिंग
10 o'clock.